Here's a song from Day.
Everybody approximately 43 years to come here. Can I say it was worth the wait? Thank you. Everybody, I know you've got a big thing of shows and stuff, and we can't do this without you. Anybody that stands on this stage can't do this without you. So you've probably heard this 1,000 times before, but thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We massively appreciate all the support. Thank you. When you ask me, do I mean it? You have to know you are the only one. You ask me if
emptiness. I'm only human, of flesh and blood I'm made. Human, born to make mistakes. So many nights I long to hold you. So many times I looked and saw my gloom. When I come to you, sitting in your room, the truth in you I have longed to trace. Take off your mask so I can see your face. Who do you love? Is it me, babe? Is it him now? I don't know. Who do you love? Is it him now? Is it me, babe? I don't know. Who do you love? Is it me now? Is it him, babe? I don't know. Who do you love? Is it him now? Is it me, babe? I don't know. Who do you love? Thank you very much. I don't know. Do you know that song? Do you remember that song from when he was a hit for Eric Clapton? Well, nice to be here in Dreamland. A little bit surreal, especially when the seagulls go by.
Glad to see you, Phil.
Thank you. When you're in love, you know you're in love, no matter what you try to do. You might as well resign yourself to what you're going through. If you're a hard man or if you're a child, it still might get to you. Don't kid yourself, you've seen it all before. A million miles have said that too. I've had a hard time in the past, been a lover and a wanna too. I've been alone and cried at night over what love made me do. And the loved ones who let me down and couldn't share my point of view. But this is not talking, I wanna tell you what I've come to be true. I love your love action. Love's just a distraction. No talking, just looking, watching your love action. I believe what the old man said, though I know that there's no Lord above. I believe in me, I believe in you, and you know I believe in love. I believe in truth, though I lie. I feel the pain from the push and shove. No matter what you put me through, I still believe in love. And I'll say, I love your love action. Love's just a distraction. No talking, just looking, watching your love action. Fascination. cocktail bar. When I met you, I put you out, I shook you up, I turned you around, turned you into someone new. Now 5 years later on, you've got the world at your feet. Success has been so easy for you. But don't forget it's me who put you where you are now. I can put you back down too. Don't you want me? You know I can't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe you when you say that you don't need me. It's much too late to find. You think you've changed your mind? You better change it back or we will not be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. That much is true. But even then I knew I'd find a much better place, either with or without you. The 5 years we've had have been such good times. Now I think it's time I live my life on my own. I guess it's just what I must do. Don't you want me? You know I can't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe you when you say that you don't need me. It's much too late to find. the voice of Buddha. Listen to the voice of Buddha. Listen to the voice of Buddha. Thank you very much. I was going for a part in Oppenheimer, but I didn't get it. I think it's going to be boring though. Man invents atom bomb, goes off, he wishes he hadn't. The end. Christopher Nolan needs a story. weekend.